Looks like we are officially live. We're waiting for the official go live from Instagram. It looks like that's about to work also. I'm here either way with George Powers from Powers Accounting up in Syracuse, New York State. George, welcome to StreamYard Live.
Thank you, Dave. It is great to be here.
Well, I appreciate you stepping in to talk to us today. So, George, what is it you do?
We have a accounting and consulting company here in Syracuse, New York. We work with small business owners primarily to help them be successful in their business, to organize their records, to increase their profit, decrease their taxes, but also to help them grow and achieve their really we want to do is help them achieve their goals. That's a big part of what we do.
So, George, why do you use dlogs personally? What do you use them for?
I think it's a great way to start the day. I will most of the time try to listen on my way into work because it's certainly a much nicer thing to listen to than the current news cycle, which is always very doom and gloom. But it's a great way to start the day. It also at the same time it gives a nice little stretch of the mind, something to think about, something to learn. And quite frankly, Dave, I haven't told you this, but your voice is soothing and uplifting as well. So that's always a help as well. But as a whole, it's a great way to start the day to get your mind working. It kind of you say it's a good way to do it when you get up in the morning is to exercise. Well, this is exercising your mind. So I find that is a good way to get started.
And for anyone who's watching or anyone we share this with afterwards, the key thing here that I'd like to express is that and coaching, and you'll find us at www.and.scott. What we really want people to understand is that owning your daily mindset is a choice. That choice
Yes.
needs action. The action we want you to use is this audio track, this method of a daily D-log. And we're going to play one in a moment, and then George and I are going to review it together. And that D-log is giving you a thought for the day. And first of all, thank you for that kind words about my voice. And sometimes I feel like when people say that, could they send it in writing, right? There's lots of times that I'm sure I don't sound like that at all. But the important part there is every day we are using a process. So we want people to use and as the method to learn a skill from the D-log and then to think about how you can use it to put those things together to create some magic. So, George, is there a D-log that has been your favorite so far? Is there a particular one?
Ooh, there's been a number of them I like. I'm trying to think back on. I like the delete the T is a good one. I really liked that. The You always hear can't, won't, shouldn't. Delete the T, and obviously can't becomes can. How do you find a way to get that done? And
Yeah,
it's not, and you do it in a nice way. It's not just okay, turn can't into can. It's how do you address it? Because there are real hurdles sometimes to overcome, and it's just a
I
way of
totally
coming
agree.
around that to achieve that. So I think that's probably one of my more favorite ones.
Perfect. So let's build on that. So yesterday we did do delete the T, which is excellent timing, George Barris.
Oh, hey, that works.
Let's look at today's D-log and see how the two stack on top of each other.
Welcome to And Coaching, your daily dose of action and insight. This audio thought will help you be more intentional, set your thoughts positively, practice a skill, and do something differently. Combine this with something else that you do, walking the dog, brushing your teeth, brewing a coffee, even driving to work. Turn your idle time into an opportunity.
This D-log is all about focus. What is in your focus at any given time? Whether it's thoughts, feelings, distractions, media, your phones, what is it that's in your focus and what are you noticing? You see, here's a skill to help you improve your focus. It's something called an RAS system, the reticular activation system that is already working for you on the stem of your brain. The sole job of the RAS is to take all of the data coming at your brain and to make sense of it for you, so that you can only notice on the things that matter. Let's turn the RAS into a magnifying glass and just imagine for a second that if we looked inside your magnifying glass, it would reveal to us straight away what is in your focus. What this example shows us that you can decide what's in your magnifying glass, and it presents to you a choice and an opportunity to be more focused or not. It is entirely your decision. But let's give you a couple of examples. Let's say you were looking at a car, or maybe you were considering changing a car, and you're going along on the road, and all of a sudden you start to notice more of the car you were looking at is around on the roads, yet it was there the whole time. When we take our magnifying glass and decide what to put in it, we can automatically become more focused. Here are two things you can do with your magnifying glass. Start to notice more of what you want in your life rather than what may be missing. When you focus on what you want, your brain will start to notice it for you, bringing it to your attention. Also, as you look ahead to this day, think about, as you go into the day full of energy and full of determination, what would you like to be in your focus for the whole day to really give this your best shot? Take one action, do one thing different, and let's be more focused today.
And just like that, you've added a powerful method to your toolkit with And Coaching. Each day you'll...
So, George, what do you think of that then? So, first of all, focusing more of what you want. How do you do that?
Yeah, I try to. We all have negative thoughts that creep into your brain, but I try to focus on the positive. That whole old saying, "It was a glass half empty or half full." It's the same situation. How do you look at it? And I've done some reading and some listening, and they say one of the most powerful things you can do is when you get up in the morning, when your feet hit the floor, if you can say today is going to be a great day, you set your mind on that track, and you because your attitude is controlled by you. You cannot impact what other people do or what other people say. You can only control how you react and how you respond to it. And that, the RAS and the focus, I think that really is a good way to think about, what am I going to notice? Am I going to notice the good or the bad? And it helps us to do that, to get started in a good way, because there's a lot of negative out there. And it's, as the saying goes, it's way easier to pull somebody down than to help pull them up. So we're responsible for our own attitude, and that focus is what we can focus on the good. What are we gonna focus on that's good?
I love it. And being really aware of what's in that magnifying glass, isn't it? And then keeping it in your focus during the whole day. What about the acronym Action Now and Do Something Different? So if you were thinking about doing something that day as a result of listening to the D-Log, how would you use that yourself?
Action now. I guess we just say, okay, I've got to do it now. There's always things that crop in on your day that get in the way of the doing now. And sometimes just do it, as they say. Somebody has that saying, I know, out there, some brand, but just do it.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, just get it done. So I think that, like I said, there's so many things that, as people, as humans, we have so much ability to get so much done. We get in our own way so much. So just focus on getting one step. There was that saying that, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time.
That's right.
And you just got to start that first bite.
George, you're not giving people diet advice, are you?
Nope.
Here's
the elephant. You need a couple forks, but yeah.
That's right. One of the things we're doing in this quarterly boost is we're sharing things people have said. Here's something that someone has written in to tell us about the D-Logs so far. Dave and Debbie's continued encouragement to take action, even if that action is to stop, is so simple, but a golden nugget. And I'm carrying that with me every day. So that's stopping to think, stopping to plan that next moment. So, George, is there anything about the D-Logs as a sentence you'd like to say? Listen, if somebody's thinking, shall I do this? It's free for 7 days. What advice would you encourage them to do to take action?
Start. Just do it. Back to that. Start, sign up, do it. Listen for your 7 days. Once you get in the 7 days, if you're doing it every day, some people like to listen to them all one after another. I like to listen to them one at a time because then I think about it. But just get started, because it's a great way to impact your positivity and to some good thoughts. Not 100% of them resonate with everybody the first time. I get it. But there are some, if you listen to 7 days, you're going to find a couple of those really golden nuggets that are that are super powerful that you can then use on your life, and it's all for the good.
And if you want to hear more from George Powers, you can also listen to him on a local radio show in New York State. This has been And Daily Coaching Quarterly Boost, the second tie bride. Look forward to seeing you again the same time tomorrow when Debbie is back, when we do have some secret news for you. Thank you, George.
Secret news, that's good. Dave, have a great day.
And just like that, you've added a powerful method to your toolkit with And Coaching. Each day you're learning new skills, and now it's time to witness the daily magic you're capable of creating. Remember, this is the daily choice. Make it count every single day. Fueling your mind, fueling your life.